Hello Capricorn and welcome to Wild Magnolia Tarot. My name is Maddie and this is your weekly reading for August 2nd through August 8th. Quick disclaimer, this is a general reading and cannot possibly resonate with everybody. Take what does resonate, leave what does not. If none of it resonates, check out the reading for one of your other signs, moon, rising, etc. Or go check out one of the many talented readers on this platform who may have something more attuned to your situation this week. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a physician, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not anything that requires certification. I'm simply someone with a very deep passion for the tarot. I've been reading for many years. Anything that I say that sounds like advice is based solely on my opinion, my experiences, my own knowledge, my interpretation of the cards, and little bits and pieces that may come to me intuitively throughout the reading. So that being said, thank you guys for joining me, and we'll go ahead and we'll get started. Starting out this week with an archetype card. Each reading, I went ahead and shuffled and pulled your archetype card before I got started so that you wouldn't have to listen to me shuffle. And this week you guys got the temple. The temple very simply is a sacred space. Many people say that the body is the temple, which it is in very many ways. The human body is sacred. This could literally be a church or a place of worship for you. This could be somewhere out in nature where you meditate and get in touch with spiritual forces, your spirit guides, God in general, whatever you want to call it. The temple is a place where spirituality flourishes and thrives for you guys. So I'll have a better idea of how this is relevant to your situation as we get moving through the reading. But keep the archetype of the temple in your mind now in the reading and through the rest of the week. I get the sense that you are being called to the temple or a temple. You're getting called back to the sacred for one reason or another. Only you can really know or figure that out. And again, just to emphasize, this reading will not resonate with everybody. So this is just for some of you out there who see this video that this may apply to. You are being called back to a sacred space. Okay. So the next card I'm going to pull is going to be from the Moonology deck. I use these cards to give me an idea of what cosmic or lunar, what celestial energies are at play in your situation this week. These are also energies that may be affecting you directly in how you feel. We have the waxing moon, okay? The energy is gaining momentum. Generally speaking, I believe we just made it through a full moon, or the full moon is tonight. The full moon may be tonight. Don't quote me on that. I should have looked it up before I started. But anyway, so this could actually have an impact on the situation you're in right now, specifically. But in general, whatever's going on with you, things are picking up speed and happening really fast in a quick succession. Things are growing really quickly. Any intentions that you set will come to fruition faster. So that does also require that you are very careful about what you put out into the universe, because it might just grow wings and take flight and then you won't be able to control it. And, that's a whole other can of worms. So make sure that whatever it is you're trying to manifest, whatever you're putting your energy into, is pure and honest and coming from a place of love and compassion. Okay? So now we'll go ahead and we'll turn to the tarot and we'll see what the tarot has in store for you guys this week, Capricorn. Gonna go ahead and start out with the four basics: material, mental, emotional, and spiritual. What's going on with Capricorn in the material aspect? So in terms of the material, we have the Seven of Wires, which in this deck is the Seven of Wands. Okay? Seven of Wands is all about standing your ground, protecting yourself, defending what's yours, defending your beliefs, defending something that you're very passionate about as well, because the wires are fire energy. So passion and desire and, that innate driving force deep within yourself that to an extent is almost unknowable and something that is difficult to understand. It comes from a very spiritual place as well, in my opinion. Even though they are polar opposites, to me, fire and water are very well related. Where water is your emotions and your subconscious, fire is that direct line in to spirit, that guides you. So that's like the driving force behind your intuition, really. Or it's what's the word I'm looking for? The infrastructure that makes it possible for us to be connected to spirit, be connected to intuition. So in those terms, there's something you're defending. There's something that you're fighting for. And it does have an impact on your material life. So it could have to do with work that you do, or something that you're trying to manifest into the material realm. Abundance that you are trying to bring in through hard work. And you know what, I'll stop there until we get more cards on the table. But that's just a general overview of the material for you guys. Now we're going to move on to the mental, and the mental has to do with mental health. I focus a lot on mental health. It's very important to me. It's played a major theme in my life, and so I will always include it in the readings when possible. So we have the 9 of Vials. And because I dropped it halfway, I did catch it. And when I caught it, it was in reverse. It may have come out upright. I'm just going to put it in the reverse position, and then I'll kind of explain what I think that means. Okay, so the 9 of Cups is the wish card. It is, it's a wish. It's something that makes you very happy. It's something you want really, really bad, that would bring you emotional fulfillment, and contentment, satisfaction. So for it to come out in the reverse position, you could feel that you've been denied your wish, or there's something blocking you from manifesting it. And because this came out in the mental position, it tells me that's probably a perspective issue. You're not seeing something in the right light, and so you're stuck. Because the 9 of Cups is on the table, even though it's in reverse, I do think that this wish, whatever it is that you desire, is within reach. There's just a shift in thinking that has to occur. However, for some of you, this could also indicate that what you think you want is not actually what you want, and that if you were to receive it, you would be disappointed. So for some of you guys, reflection is definitely going to be helpful and necessary in becoming more connected to your intuition, and your emotional self, the emotional body, if you will, and trying to really decide what would be best for you and what it is truly that you're wanting out of this situation, and what that would look like. But going back for a second to the 7 of Wires that you can't see because my camera won't focus, you are fighting for something, and I feel like if you're fighting for it, then this drive is coming from somewhere other than just a petty desire. And so that's what leads me to believe that this 9 of Cups is in reverse, simply because you have some kind of mental block that is stopping you from manifesting your dream. Okay? So we'll move on, and then we'll come back to that. Let's see how you guys are doing first on the emotional level. Matters of the heart. How you guys are doing emotionally, Capricorn and emotions. So we have the 2 of Wires, and it did come out upright. Indicates to me that whatever this desire is, or this passion, is starting to take form for you in your mind. You're still in that planning stage. You're still trying to figure out what exactly it looks like. You're still giving it shape so that you can then make full plans and move forward with whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. This could also indicate that you're hearing a calling of some kind within your heart that you don't necessarily understand yet, and you're still trying to figure out exactly what that calling is, where it's coming from, and what direction it's pulling you. I definitely get the sense, though, that something is in the process of taking shape and forming. And we go back to the temple, okay, this idea of, this, like, the sacred is involved. Something about the sacred. And then with the waxing moon, the energy gaining momentum. So I'm going to reiterate what I said earlier and check your intentions. Check your intentions. Make sure that you're coming from the right place. Because this 2 of Wands to me, really confirms that whatever it is that you're desiring, you are manifesting it. You're still in the beginning stages, but this may start to take shape very quickly. And you may be ready to take that first step forward and bringing it into being much sooner rather than later. Especially since we do, at this point, we don't have all the cards out, obviously, but you have more fire energy than not, and that is the fastest moving energy in the tarot. So this could be coming into being in a matter of days or weeks. Okay, things are really picking up for you guys. And this is actually true for a lot of people. This has come out in several of my other readings. I think that this is probably a collective energy, like, for humanity. Things are just really picking up speed everywhere, gaining momentum. I've heard some people say that karma is exacting itself very quickly as well. This could have something to do with the position of Saturn in the cosmos in relation to where we are on Earth at this time. So I'm not an astrologer. Just want to throw that out there. I'm not an astrologer, and I don't know where anything is right now. But I remember hearing something about Saturn, so look into that if that piques your interest. Okay, so let's see now where you guys are at in your spiritual development. We're on a spiritual journey, whether we realize it or not. And this is just going to give us a little insight as to where you're at in your own personal journey. So we have the Nine of Arms, but it did come out in reverse. Nine of Arms, arms are swords. So this has to do with some kind of worries or anxieties. You're losing sleep over something. There's a lot of fear here with that. But it's in the reverse, which means that it is leaving your energy at this time. It's on its way out. Perhaps, I feel like you are being divinely guided in some way, and that perhaps you've been seeing signs, and at first they frightened you, simply because it's the unknown. Okay, and that is frightening for anybody. But I go back to this two of Wands energy. Okay, something coming into being, something taking shape. And so I think that perhaps as this fear moves away from you, this situation is going to start to grow and develop even faster. Becoming fearless. You are becoming fearless in your pursuit of the sacred, of the divine, of spiritual purpose. Okay, so let's get another card out now. Let's see what the main situation is that you're going to be dealing with this week. The Executive of Wires, which in this deck is the King of Wands. King of Wands energy is knowing exactly what you want and being very driven and taking steps and action to achieve it, to manifest it, to get what you want. In its most negative aspect, you run the risk of, chasing your desires at the expense of others. But usually that's indicated by the card coming out in reverse. So I get from this that you are very motivated this week. You feel very driven to bring whatever this Two of Wands is referring to into being. And in that way, you may find that you're extremely productive in that situation this week. Okay, let's see what else we've got. Now I'm going to pull a couple cards to see what challenges may occur for you guys this week. Challenges for Capricorn, please. So we have the Ten of Cups. It is in reverse. So some sort of disharmony in the family is getting in your way. An unhappy, unstable family life, family environment, discord within the family, and generally unhappiness. This could be your situation now. It could be something that you're worried about. But it's definitely something that needs to be resolved or left behind. And because it came out in the challenge position, this tells me that this is probably something that you are going to have to deal with this week as well. Actually, I'm going to just clarify. I'm going to clarify that Ten of Cups in reverse, please. Okay, we have the Six of Wires in reverse, and this is some kind of defeat or loss. Upright, it would be victory. But it's not upright. So you or somebody is not victorious. Somebody lost something. Somebody lost a fight. And so this was damaging to an ego. It could be yours. It could be somebody else's. Some kind of failure, or at least a perceived failure, when it comes to the family and family life. This could also be potentially just, family life not working out in your situation in some way or another. So we'll get one more card on the table for challenges, and we'll see if it gives us any more insight into that. We have the Queen of Pentacles, Supervisor of Zent, Queen of Pentacles, as a challenge. The Queen of Pentacles, in her negative aspect, runs the risk of becoming greedy and materialistic, only caring about stuff, things, money, status, and lacking in compassion and understanding. So that could be part of the issue here with the unhappy family, or the instability within the family, is that perhaps somebody, potentially a female in the family, has very unhealthy views about money and the material, or is prioritizing money over the happiness and the success of the family unit. And if this executive of wires isn't referring to you, it could also be referring to this individual. Very ambitious, very motivated, and motivated towards money. Okay, and so then it's almost like they don't care about anything else. And that includes their family members. And so this could result in neglecting the family in order to attain money, or using money against people in some way, or just simply not being loving or compassionate because all they care about is the material. This won't be true for very many people, but for some people, this may ring some bells. Somebody cares too much about money, and is not seeing the value in their emotional bonds and, general happiness of the people around them outside of the material. So now I'll pull a couple cards, get an idea for what are some advantages that you guys are going to have this week. So you have the Executive of Vials, the King of Cups. So then there's this other person, this could be you, or someone else within the family, who is very compassionate, very kind, very loving. They are a good family leader, and they hold everything together. They're strong in their emotions, they're strong in their love, and they share that love equally within the family. Okay, this person is very mature and very reasonable, and they have the right priorities. They've got their priorities in check. They care about, if it's you, then you care about the happiness of other people. You see where the issues lie, and you may be the person trying to hold the family together, while these attachments held by someone else or other individuals in the family are kind of tearing the family apart. For some people, this could potentially be like a mom-dad relationship, or it could go the other way around. The father could have the Queen of Pentacles energy, where the mother has the King of Cups energy. But I do get a sense that multiple people are involved and have an influence on the situation. And we also have multiple kings here so far, which could indicate a power struggle of sorts. People not getting along or agreeing on what should be done within the family or for the family. But there's someone here who really is coming from the right place. coming from a place of love and compassion, who just wants the best for the family. And so this person, if it isn't you, then this is somebody who's going to be very supportive towards you at this time. Okay. All right. One more advantage. One more advantage for Capricorn, please. We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse as an advantage. This means that you're moving out of a mind space of lack consciousness. You're not worrying about what you don't have. You're not consumed with feeling like you need more. Okay, this could also indicate that you are moving out of a period of financial hardship and into a period of abundance, which is helpful in a multitude of ways. So now let's get one more tarot card before we go to the oracle, and let's see what the lesson is this week for Capricorn. What is the lesson for Capricorn this week? All right, I've got two that came out for the lesson. We have the Chariot. Okay, so again, that driving force that moves you forward. Okay, this is also you becoming aware of what's important to you and what you want out of life, and being aligned with your values and your motivations. And then we have the Hermit. So a lot of time spent alone in contemplation and reflection to, make sure to become aligned with that purpose, okay? Or that driving force within yourself. Really getting to know yourself and what you want outside of the influences of the people around you. And we come all the way back up to the beginning here with this Seven of Wires energy in the material, right? You're fighting for something that you believe in. And then we have the Temple here. So this has to do with spirituality, the sacred. This is outside, like generally overall, for you, this situation lies outside the material. So I think what I'm getting here with all of this conflict, right? These challenges are occurring because somebody in your family does not understand how you could be motivated by something other than the material. Okay, and they're not supporting your decisions because your decisions are not going to bring you a lot of money, or at least they don't think they will. They don't see it as anything that could result in any kind of abundance or physical reward. But they could be wrong about that. Just because they feel that way doesn't mean that's true. All parts of life, the spiritual, the physical, it's all related. It's all deeply interwoven and intertwined. So when I say that, I'm not saying that this path that you're pursuing won't bring you abundance. I'm just saying that seems to be the issue here in this conflict. Okay, you feel unsupported in your endeavors, in your passion. I almost get the image of the starving artist in my mind. Okay, and that really could connect directly with the Temple as well. Artistic expression, I think, is very sacred. Okay, and it's sacred to some of you guys, potentially. You want to be an artist. You want to do what makes you happy, what you believe in, and it's not necessarily what's going to make you rich. But you know, because you've really spent a lot of time thinking about it. And you feel deep within yourself that this is what you want, and this is what's going to make you happy no matter how much money it brings you. And you're willing to pursue that. And even though there is some conflict in the family because of that, there is somebody here who is standing by your side and willing to support you no matter what you choose to do, because they love you. And they respect you. And they respect your decisions. So hopefully that offers a little bit of comfort. We'll go ahead and we'll switch to the oracle cards. The first card I'm going to pull is going to give us some insight into what influences from the past may be affecting you in this situation right now. We have Genie the Maid, the Guardian of Saints, Humility, Disillusionment, and Champion. So this situation could be very humbling for you, or it could be very humbling for this individual right here. I get that this character really stands up for, you know, the kinds of people that follow their heart and act on what they feel is right, and they make actions aligned with their values, and they have very deep values. You know, they prioritize the happiness and the well-being of other people over their own success and their own you know, material drives. We also have more of this you know, this fighter imagery. Okay, going back to that 7 of Wires for a second. You know, she fights for what's right, no matter what the result brings her. It's like a warrior for morality, almost. Fighting for love, fighting for purity. Okay, because we have that guardian of the saints. And a major theme of a saint in my mind is somebody who loves unconditionally and sacrifices unconditionally for the betterment of other people. And so I think that this is probably you. And I think that your heart's in the right place and your motivations are in the right place. And so, for the most part, you may just have to let go of this individual and what they think about you, because I don't think there's anything that you could do to make them happy at this point that would be aligned with your values. Okay, so the next card I'm going to pull is going to be some influence from your subconscious that is affecting you right now. This could also be something that you are subconsciously aware of, that you need to be be reminded of, that needs to be brought up into your surface consciousness. I'm sure there's an easier way to structure that sentence. What do we have for Capricorn in the subconscious, please? Divination. Okay, so to me this indicates that you are receiving a lot of messages from Spirit at this time, whether it be directly, if you have any psychic abilities, clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, claircognizance. I think there's another one. You may use divination methods to try to get information from Spirit, like tarot cards. There are other things as well. You may be seeing a lot of signs right now, experiencing a lot of synchronicities. And the message from your subconscious in that case is that the signs are real, they do mean something very important, and that you need to pay attention to them because they will guide you in the right direction. Next card I'm going to draw is a card for what energies you are attracting towards yourself at this time. The energies that you attract are directly related to the energies that you're putting out into the universe. So if you don't like the energies you're attracting, consider what you are putting out at this time. We have the armadillo. Protection and boundaries. Protective energy. Okay. Spirit is protecting you as much as it is guiding you at this point in time. This is also, I think, encouraging you to set boundaries for yourself, so that, you know, the ill intentions of others won't have an effect on what you're doing or how your life, your personal situation plays out. Okay? You are protected, but also set boundaries for yourself as well and hold strong to them. I think that very much ties into that 7 of Wands energy. So now I'm going to pull a couple cards for you guys. Advice from Spirit. We're going to get some advice from Spirit in your situation that may be relevant for you guys this week. Get advice from Spirit for Capricorn, please. So we have insects, support. You are supported. There are people in your life who love you, value you, respect you, and they support you in your endeavors, but also Spirit supports you in its entirety. Your environment supports you. You will be taken care of as you pursue this path. So don't be worried about, whether or not you have support. You have support. Okay, one more card of advice before we wrap it up. So we have male relationships. This card is pretty specific. It does in regards to a relationship that you have with a male in your life. Okay? This could be that King of Cups energy. And I think that this is the person that is your main supporter. Someone that you can depend upon. Someone that you can turn to. And someone who's always going to have your back no matter what. Someone who loves you very much. Okay? So do know that. If it's something that you're not sure of, this man in your life is open and ready to support you no matter what you want, and they just want what's best for you, and they want you to be happy. So do take comfort in that, for sure. Okay, Capricorn, that's all I've got for you guys today. I want to thank you guys for sticking through this reading with me. If you enjoyed this and it resonated, please feel free to like this video and subscribe to my channel so you can get notified when I upload new videos every week. And I am going to start uploading other things other than just weekly readings. So if you have any suggestions for types of readings that you would like to see on my channel, please leave it in a comment below. I'm always open to new ideas. I read all my comments and I will integrate whatever people want to see into my readings on my channel in the future. So thank you guys very much. Take care, and I will see you next week.